Hey, what's up, guys? Back from the deck profile here. Now, I know you guys love the Earth Machine content. I was thinking about this deck, and I was like, has anyone done this yet? So I YouTubed it, and there's just nothing about it. And I was kind of like, what the fuck? This is kind of like an Earth Machine Pile. It has Runick cards in it, obviously, because you just make fucking Dora and then protect it with all the Runick cards, draw 3 every turn. There's also a draw 6 card line in this deck, which is fucking disgusting. Yeah, guys, without further ado, fucking 60 card Earth Machine Pile, I think. I mean, that's just kind of the best way to say it.
We're out here playing Pokemon.
Yeah, dude. Shout out, dude. Tools are no longer items, or items are no longer tools, whatever the fuck they did. Alright, so I'm only playing two Harvester. The one Dozer, one Trencher, and one Tunneler. So this is kind of comfortable. This is where I was comfortable at. I still need Dozer to have a super reprint. But this is completely fine. We are playing triple heavy forward, so like this is just fine. You know what I mean? And then we went back to the Machina engine. We were playing the 3 gear frame, the 1 Uncle, the 1 Fortress, and then we're playing 2 Citadels this time, and 1 Rune Force. So the thing with the 2 Citadels, you'll probably figure this out. I'm playing more trap card. I'm playing the Machina trap card in this deck, but opening Citadel is actually very good just because you can discard it off of the Hugin, whatever the fuck you want to call it, and then you can still like play, and then if they have a disruption that destroys, you just summon it back. But this deck was just fucking crazy to me. Also, there's a thing you can do too, real quick, where if you make one of the Earth Machine links in your EMZ, and then you contribute it with Dozer, and then you can chain because it tributes for cost, you can chain a fucking Runick spell or trap to summon the Hugin, so. And then the rest of the cards, like I said, we're playing the triple Bullet and triple, Turret Crane, dude. So obviously, like I talked about in the past, the best cards against, the fucking Cash Terror deck is the card you can play out of your hand. Obviously, the Machina engine is kind of bad against, just a Rise Heart pass, you know what I mean? So we want to be able to play out of our hand, of course. So you could also fit the Cash Terror stuff in here if you wanted, but we were playing the three King Regulus, dude. Shout out my boy. This card is just absolutely ridiculous. And then, so these were, obviously we're playing the box. This is another reason I was happy about playing 60 cards. It's just not drawing this fucking thing.
What's in the box?
What's in the fucking box? Oh, fuck. And then the last one of Machine card is what's the name of this? Yeah, Magical Hound. If you guys know what this card is. So this card, you can summon this card off of Urgent Schedule. It's a level 1 tuner. You can actually make Nat Beast with this card, which is very good. It also is searchable with box because it has 500 attack. Also, it's good against like random shit. Like you can, it bounces back one of your opponent's continuous spell or traps to their hand and then summons itself if you search it with box or if you open it, whatever. Like you can bounce back the Branded Lost, you can bounce back the fucking Cashier of Birth, like, shit like that, or Floodgates, whatever. This card's just been incredible for me. Nat Beast is just ridiculous. And then the last monster is just the 3 Nibs. I feel like any Runick deck, I feel like you should play Nib. This is just a personal preference of mine, just because you never get a battle phase, so it's a hand trap that deals with cards. Like, that's just my opinion. So, and then we're going into the spells. So for the Runick spells, we're only playing 1 Fountain. This card is just not needed at more than 1. I found in testing. Like, you could play 2. There's just honestly no reason to play 2, I think, because you actually have a fucking full bore engine, because Citadel is a Regeki every turn. After you go off of the 1, if they get rid of it, if they Cosmic Cyclone it, whatever. If they destroy it, like Lightning Storm it or whatever, that's fine too. But obviously the Gary or the Jerry adds it back, and then I have something also honorable mentions for this card too. And the rest of the Runick cards are the 3 Tip, 3 Freezing Curses, 3 Flashing Fire, 3 Slumber. This card's ridiculous, targeting Dora. Just want to note that. We're playing the 3 Destruction, the 1 and 1. Smithing Storm. Smithing Storm is really good. These two are just fine, just to just have one more of each name. You know what I mean? So, and I do want to actually talk about this in a second. I'm gonna pull these aside just so I don't forget it. Yeah, okay. And then for the other spells, we are playing the 3 Dark Ruler no more, 3 Redeployment. We are playing the 3 Urgent Schedule and the 3 Heavy Forward. I mean, this lineup is just like, you know what I mean? It's just super clean to me. It's just been very nice. I really enjoyed how it tested. That's why I'm playing 2 Harvesters. Last card in the deck is the Overdrive. So there's actually a thing you can do with this deck where this is a very good discard outlet, even if you open multiples or whatever. I know it's 1 effect per turn, but if you go through the Earth Machine combo, if you do the open the runic spells, whatever, max value on a turn is this. Can draw you 3. The Tunneler puts back and draws you 2, and then if you don't use the Overdrive that turn, you can banish to target, the 2 banish, the Tunneler, the Trencher, and then another Earth Machine and draw you 1. So this is draw, with 3 names, this and this is draw 6 cards, which is ridiculous.
Sheesh.
Yeah, sheesh. And the Overdrive too. That's why I'm playing 2 Citadels. I just think a lot of the time too, like Citadel is such a good card. Like it just couples with his deck very well. Like obviously it's Protect the Castle with Dora, but the Overdrive puts another layer in there to get the Citadel out of deck if you can access it, which is it's hard to not access it sometimes. So, and then for the extra deck, the extra dip. We were playing the 2 Hugin, the 1 Jerry, the 1 Nat Beast. Like I said, whatever. Urgent Schedule makes this. And then for the Exceeds, we were playing the Gear X, the Ribostoma. I'm going to talk about Ribostoma.
The Ribostoma.
And then, yeah, dude. And then the cat, the old boy, the Dora. I'm only playing 1 Dora too. So it's weird because I was trying to fit 2 Doras in the deck for the longest time because I was just like, I don't want them to cast here or rip one. But it's just not the main focus. Like, if you can get Citadel out of the deck, that's the main card you want. So that's why I was playing 2, whatever. Obviously, it's very nice to just wall up with Dora, with all the runic cards, and then just keep drawing 3 every turn. Like, you don't even fuck about the battle phase, because Citadel deals with the whole board most of the time anyways. So even if they do rip this out of your deck with Kashtira, they're smart. They should take this. But you still have the Zagustav, Sejoganat Liba, and the Zeus. The Zeus you can hard make in this deck, multiple different ways with Harvester. And then for the links, I'm only playing 1 Goliath, the 1 Ballista, the fucking Anger Knuckle. And the last link too I'm playing is the Cleafort card. So I want to talk about this card for a second. This card is absolutely insane and super slept on an Earth Machine. Obviously people that play Earth Machine know what I'm talking about. This card turns off Runic Fountain in like the mirror match or whatever. It turns off a Rise Heart. It turns off a lot of the cards in the format right now. And it's also just unaffected by spell traps. So it's just like, it's just super good. And I want to mention something about this. I have a couple honorable mentions. First honorable mention, you can pan it back up to me, John, is I was playing Clockwork Knight in this deck because you could play it and make your Hugin, or Hugin, however you want to pronounce it, a machine, and then you can start linking with it. Also, it's a good discard outlet, but discarding the Clockwork Knight makes you just search an Earth Machine, then discard another card, so you're down 2 cards. It didn't pan out as well as I thought. Also, Ready Fusion, you know what I mean, to summon the... I'm going to show this right now. So, the main thing that, focused was the Freki, because Riverstorm is generic. This is a level 5. But this just didn't pan out as well because it was just instant fusion or ready fusion. You get Cybersaurus, which is another card in your extra deck. Then you can play this, hard overlay into this if your hand's bad or whatever. But it just never really came to that sense of how I wanted to play it. You know what I mean? It sounds good in theory. You guys can test it if you want. And you could also play the Kaijus or whatever you want to do. But the other honorable mentions are just 2 more Goliath. The Donner, the Pentastag. This was another huge one too. Was the Barricade Board Blocker, because it makes your field spells unaffected, your continuous spells adds 1 back in the end phase. The card's very good. It's just not an Earth Machine. there's just not a whole lot of generic Earth Machine cards. The Platinum Gadgets for honorable mention, and then the wind up. I think this is the only generic Earth Machine rank 4. If I'm not mistaken, maybe I am, but I looked at it. This was like something I was thinking you could make with the Jerry and the like Machina Gear frame if you normal summon it just to get whatever. It just I don't know. It's just an honorable mention, and then you can play the Baguska, the Exciton Knight, the Old Boy, and the second Dora if you wanted to. So. But yeah, guys, I just had a lot of fun with this deck. I'm surprised no one has like theory crafted this yet, but it's just been really insane. So, we're recording this on a Saturday. Was this April 8th? Yeah, guys, thanks for watching. Let me know what you want to see down below and all that stuff, and I'll see you guys later. Cheers.